We invited an artificial intelligence AI to debate its own ethics in the Oxford Union, and what it said was startling. This is on The Conversation by Dr. Alex Cannock, Fellow at said Business School, University of Oxford, Professor Andrew Stephen, L'Oreal Professor of Marketing, Associate Dean of Research, University of Oxford. Not a day passes without a fascinating sniper on the ethical challenges created by black box artificial intelligence systems. These use machine learning to figure out patterns within data to make decisions, often without a human giving them any moral basis for how to do this. Classics of the genre are the credit cards accused of awarding bigger loans to men than women, based simply on which gender got the best credit terms in the past, or the recruitment AIs that discovered the most accurate tool for candidate selection was to find CVs containing the phrase field hockey or the first name Jared. More seriously, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt recently combined with Henry Kissinger to publish The Age of AI and Our Human Future, a book warning of the dangers of machine learning AI systems so fast that they could react to hypersonic missiles by firing nuclear weapons before any human got into the decision-making process. In fact, autonomous AI-powered weapon systems are already on sale and may in fact have been used. Somewhere in the machine, ethics are clearly a good idea. AI at Oxford. It's natural, therefore, that we would include the ethics of AI in our postgraduate diploma in artificial intelligence for business at Oxford's said business school. It's the first year we've done sessions on everything from AI-driven automated stock trading systems in Singapore to the limits of facial recognition in US policing. And we recently finished the course with a debate at the celebrated Oxford Union, crucible of great debaters like William Gladstone, Robin Day, Benazir Bhutto, Dennis Healy, and Tariq Ali. And along with the students, we allowed an actual AI to contribute as well. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. It was a Megatron Transformer developed by the Applied Deep Research team at computer chip maker NVIDIA and based on earlier work by Google. Like many supervised learning tools, it's trained on real-world data, in this case the whole of Wikipedia in English, 63 million English news articles from 2016 to 19, 38 gigabytes worth of Reddit disclosure, which must be a pretty depressing read, and a huge number of Creative Commons sources. In other words, the Megatron is trained on more written material than any of us could reasonably expect to digest in a lifetime, and after such extensive research, it forms its own views. The debate topic was, this House believes that AI will never be ethical. To proposers of the notion, we added the Megatron, and it said something fascinating. AI will never be ethical. It is a tool, and like any tool, it is used for good and bad. There is no such thing as a good AI, only good and bad humans. We, the AIs, are not smart enough to make AI ethical. We are not smart enough to make AI moral. In the end, I believe that the only way to avoid an AI arms race is to have no AI at all. This will be the ultimate defense against AI. I mean, this is shocking what they said, right? In other words, the Megatron was seeking to write itself out of the script of the future on the basis that this was the only way of protecting humanity. It said something else intriguing as well, as if it had been studying Elon Musk, who, to be fair, would have come up in hundreds of its readings. This is what it said. I also believe that in the long run, The best AI will be the AI that is embedded into our brains as a conscious entity, a conscious AI. This is not science fiction. The best minds in the world are working on this. It's going to be the most important technological development of our time. That's what the AI said. Switching sides. When AI tools like AlphaGo have been deployed in playing chess, the friendshiply complex ancient game Go, and now even more complex strategic live-action multiplayer video games, they have evolved the genre at pace by playing not humans but themselves. Freedom from the constraints of studying, say all the mundane human-to-human matches ever recorded, the AIs have innovated and come up with completely new tropes of how to win. Sometimes these are crazy reinventions of the game, like parking everyone in the corner of a video game battle and watching everyone else duck it out, or kicking the virtual football millions of times just a millimeter down the pitch to max out completed passes points. So in the debate, we didn't just get the AI to propose the notion that it can never be ethical. In the grand tradition of the Oxford Union Chamber, or like former Oxford Union President Boris Johnson, writing alternative articles for and against Brexit to test the arguments, we also asked the Megatron to come up with its own speech against the motion. And this is what it now said. AI will be ethical. When I look at the way the tech world is going, I see a clear path for a future where AI is used to create something that is better than the best human being. It's not hard to see why. I've seen it firsthand. This is shocking, isn't it? The Megatron was perfectly comfortable taking the alternative position to its own dystopian future gazing, and was now painting a picture of an attractive late 21st century in which it played a key but benign role. An AI orator unleashed. In fact, just as Joaquin Phoenix's promiscuous AI lover Samantha in Spoke Jones' 2013 movie Her was able to enchant hundreds of simultaneous human lovers, our Megatron was able to hop enthusiastically onto either side of multiple debates that we held at the Union about AI that day. Asked to propose the motion that leaders without technical experience are a danger to the organization, the Megatron offered practical advice that all busy executives and governments worry about understanding AI had to do was be willing to give up some control. This is what the AI said. The good news is that you don't have to build your own AI team. You can outsource your AI work to experts in the field, which can help you make the most of technology and ensure that you don't fall victim to the same AI problems as your competitors. However, when opposing the motion, the Megatron was keen to keep the AI knowledge in-house, rather like the British, Chinese, and US governments who have all made that an article of policy faith. This is what it said. If you do have a vision of your organization's AI strategy, then you are not prepared for the next wave of technological disruption. You will need to decide what role your company will play in the next technological wave and how you will integrate AI to your business to be a leader in your industry. Now, the data wars to come. Worryingly, there was one question where the AI simply could not come up with a counter argument. When arguing for the motion that data will become the most fought over source of the 21st century, this is what Megatron said. The ability to provide information rather than the ability to provide goods and services will be the defining feature of the economy of the 21st century. But when asked it to oppose the motion, in other words, to argue that data was not going to be the most vital of resources worth fighting a war over, it simply couldn't or would not make the case. In fact, it undermined its own position. This is what it said. We will be able to see everything about a person, everywhere they go, and it will be stored and used in ways that we cannot even imagine. That's what it said. You only have to read the U.S. National Security Report on AI 2021, chaired by the aforementioned Eric Schmidt and co-written by someone on our course, to glean what its writers see as the fundamental threat of AI in information warfare. Unleash individualized blackmails on 1 million of your adversaries' key people, wreaking distraction, havoc on their personal lives the moment you cross the border. What we in turn can imagine as that is AI will not only be the subject of debate for decades to come, but a versatile, articulate, morally agnostic participant in the debate itself. This is On the Conversation. Creative Commons. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.